What's going on, everyone? So I'm about to spoil the top 10 tech. If you haven't watched that, please go do that. Because this is pretty much the explanation video. So yeah, number 10 was Ukiura, and this one was a bit. Number 10 was one of the harder ones, believe it or not, just because it was kind of a three-way tie, kinda, not really, between Ukiura, Ikkaku, and Kenny. But yeah. I ended up choosing Ukiura because of all the reasons I said, in the top 10 list, but also because Ikkaku and Kenny, they're just not that. Kenny only made it as high as he did last time because of his ranking in PvP, which has since changed a lot. Kenny is not as good in PvP as he was before. Yeah, I guess he is still as good as he was before, except everybody else is better, is what I'm saying. So yeah, that's why he didn't qualify in this list. As for Ikkaku, he does have enhancer, he does have the boost, but it's just, I don't know, his link and the fact that he is a tech character who you need, his SP to take advantage of bombardment and all that stuff. It's just Ukiura was the better choice. He had Frenzy, he has a heal move. It's not a team heal, but he's still the better choice. Wonderweiss was another one that was a bit difficult. Wonderweiss and Apache, just because these two switched places a few times when I was making the list. But in the end, I ended up putting Wonderweiss at 9. His SP is obviously high. Both attack and SP are high, but the strong attacks and the normal attacks are kind of slow. They do have good range though. His normal attacks have okay range. Let me clarify. He does have long reach, but even then he doesn't use a sword or anything, so it's just punches. So the long reach makes his normal attack like a normal attack. And yeah, so his reach, while it's there, it's not great and it's kind of slow. Strong attacks do have good range, but they're kind of slow. And he wouldn't be good for strong attack build because his SP, well, it is high. There's no frenzy. His devastation his berserker is 40, but the damage isn't there. Also, his killer is not going to be used. It's only ever going to be used, his killer sucks. It's anything that's a spotter or a captain. It's great in PvP sometimes, not so great in everything else. Yeah, because it only affects boss battles, and his soul trait is awful. I mean, it's great in very specific situations, but it's not good. Apache, on the other hand, has a very good range on her NAD. She has a very fast NAD, which I like, and her attack is just 1 point lower than Wonderweiss, which is really 1 point big deal. Plus she has a plus 30 bruiser and the 20 on her link. Let's see. Yeah, and so this is full screen, although her strong attack 2 isn't really full screen. And she can inflict the burn. So really the only thing she doesn't have going for her is SP, but she's a net character anyway, so it doesn't matter. Next it was Rukia. Rukia kinda, her spot was set, I think. Yeah, she wasn't very hard to figure out. She's a great character, she's got weakening. She was the bane of my existence for a while when I ran my Kenny team. But man, she's good. She's good, and she's got the boosted soul trait. She's still a great character. It's a shame I don't see her as often anymore. But yeah, hers was pretty much set. She's just a great character. Okay, this one was a little bit tougher. Byakuya's placing on this was a bit tougher because he doesn't have frenzy, but he does have a really high SP. He's one of very few characters who has a 160 mag on a strong attack, that being strong attack 2, and he's got the shield move. So yeah, he doesn't have frenzy, but he's got all these things going for him. And honestly, making him a NAD character is probably the way to go. A NAD, but don't sacrifice his SP, because again, it's a good SP. He does have a plus 40 berserker, and he does have a 160 mag, which is great. But man, this guy's special is insane. He's got defense weakening, which takes an effect first, and then bombardment. And if you add Tenshintai, that's 4 times special damage after their defense is weakened, which is great. So yeah, this guy, the reason it was tough was because I couldn't figure out whether to put him or Tensa higher. And I ended up choosing Tensa higher just because he does have frenzy. And it's still a very big deal that he has Frenzy. He doesn't have as high as attack as he does, but he's still, he's still a lot better in PvE, and they're both PvE characters. Although, I will say, I have them both. I find that Byakuya's better in PvP, which is a bit strange. Not much better than him in PvP. They're both really good in PvP. I just think Byakuya is just a little bit better. His shield comes in effect a little bit more. It comes in handy a bit more than you would think. But yeah, Tensa is just a bit, it's just better in PvE, so that's why I chose him there. Koga was gonna be above both of them. I mean, Tensa's great, but Koga is he's got a lot of things going for him. Like, he's got the 80% max DR, like potential 80%. He's got Frenzy, one of very, very few relevant hybrid characters that have Frenzy. Like, I'm talking, like, there's only like 3 of them. Holly Bell, Tier Holly Bell, the Christmas Holly Bell's one of them. He's number 2. Apache's number 3. Those are the only ones that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure there's more, but still, it's the only ones I can think of. He does have a double killer. Granted, the captain one's not that great, but he is a good PvP character, and he does go up against Broken a lot, so that captain one does apply. Soul Reaper ones, you can take him in PvE and you're fine. Bruiser at 30. Devastation. Yeah, Devastation doesn't really matter for him. Because he has Burn. He inflicts Burn on his strong attack. Like, his status ailments. He's ranged and he's got status ailments on everything, including a weakening on a Vortex, which is pretty great. I think these numbers should be switched. I think the damage-wise should be switched because Vortexes should not be that high. Or, maybe it is and just they're doing it differently. But here's the real kicker. Okay, he is one of like Byakuya, he also has a 160 mag strong attack. His recharges faster, and he has Frenzy. There's only one other character I believe that has Frenzy, that has a 160 mag and Frenzy. There are a few characters with strong attacks that are 160 mag. Ryukin is one of them. He has his strong attack 3, I believe, is 160 mag, but only 2 characters have Frenzy, and that's for now anyway. That's Shunsui and this guy. And Frenzy on a 160 mag is just straight up insane. But yeah, this guy's just got a lot of things going for him. Okay, Ichigo. Honestly, I'd rather have Koga than Ichigo. That said, I do think Ichigo is better simply because he's good in PvE and he's a monster in PvP still. There are stuff that beat him now with Toshiro and Yoroichi, but he's still really good in PvP. And his placing in PvP is what got him so high up. He's extremely good in PvE as well, but it's just he's really good in PvP, and that's what took him above Koga and the other guys. On the other end of the spectrum, this chick's really good in PvE. And way better than Ichigo in PvE, in my opinion. Because she's got the poison on everything, and she can use it a lot faster. PvP-wise, I still think Ichigo's better. His range is crazy, and he's got faster activation time. But her greatness in PvE outranks, I think, him in PvP. Just because she is still good in PvP. And her SP is better. Her attack is better. In fact, she's got the highest. She's got a pretty high attack for an SP character. Her killer is better. Ichigo's got the hollow killer, which is good, useful, but for PvP, Orankar killer. And for most everything, Orankar and Soul Reaper killer. So yeah, Soul Reaper, her killer is better. She's got a boosted soul trait. Her SP is better. Her attack is better. She's got poison on everything except her special, which she has burn. And she's got multiple flash steps and long strides. She's just a better character. I'm sorry for those people who like Ichigo. It's just the way it is. That said, PvP wise, I'd still go Ichigo over Soi Fon. And then obviously Aizen. This guy is just really, really strong. I think he's just broken. Like, his Soul Reaper killer is useful. Highest SP in the game. Cooldown, not a boosted one, but it doesn't really matter. Because if you stack it, you still get an infinite boost, which is just insane. So take take this number right here, take about a third of it, which ends up being around, just over 200 more. So basically his attack can always be 200 above that, so basically over 800, which is crazy. He would actually make for an interesting well, no, that would be difficult if you did a NAD build. You can. It would be very interesting to do a NAD build on him, because his attack, if you still keep with the 100% or at least 50% strong attack cooldown, you can have a NAD Aizen whose attack is over 800. And if you put Renji in there, you still have, or Frenzy Renji in there, you still have that NAD link going for you, as well as a recharge link. So, it's an interesting idea. But yeah, so yeah, you have that at all times, and then you have just over 450 something defense at all times. His SP doesn't go up, but like I said in the video, attack also plays into how much damage your strong attacks do. That's actually fact. I have the formula of how to calculate strong attack 1, 2, and 3. I have the formula somewhere. It's written down. But it does take into effect, not that much, but still some. So that boost does help these strong attacks, strong attack damage. And his special has a chance of killing. Like, this guy's got a lot of things going for him. Not as much as Koga, I think, but better. So quality over quantity, I guess. But yeah, that's the explanation, guys. I gotta go reopen Photoshop because I forgot to make the thumbnail for the explanation video. Should have done that first. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm going to try to do a different thing next week where I'm on vacation this week. So I'm going to try to set up a website or a site where I put all the characters on there, and then you guys can vote for future videos. But that'll be coming later. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, take care.